And you can see with the wind whipping across it, how you get, obviously these breakers coming up right against the shoreline and through here. So it's coming in. I mean, you got a 50-mile wide eye. It's getting a lot darker out there. So here it comes. Here it comes. The wind's going to get stronger, and it's going to get a lot more intense here. And we're going to be in that for a while. Oh, it's already, that's our biggest gust right there. Woo! The visibilities have come down. It's gotten a lot darker out here. You can't really see as far as you could. And so, we're getting into that northern eye wall. The winds are only going to get stronger. And now, instead of watching something that's weakening coming ashore, it actually tightened up a little bit. And we got 100-mile-an-hour Cat 2. We're going to expect power outages to go up pretty rapidly. We've got the flash flood warnings out now for St. Mary Parish, Iberia, Ascension. Those are areas that also have the power outages as well. Literally from the time I've started talking to right now, I mean, the winds are picking up. We just touched 40. We just touched 40. So we're getting into this eye wall right now here on Lake Couloir, which is one of the holding lakes, if you will, for the water from Morgan City. But look at how things have changed here. The visibility's come down. It's gotten darker. You can see the water in sheets coming across and through here. Earlier on, we could see the pumps. We could see where the water was dumping in. If you were watching this, even about an hour ago, what a difference. You can hardly see them right now, but we're just getting into this eye wall now, and there's just a big difference, certainly from what we had an hour ago to right now getting into this eye wall, because the visibility's come down. All right, guys, our continuing coverage of Francine continues here from Morgan City, Louisiana here, where we continue to get pounded with heavy rain. And of course, this is the northern eye wall that we are dealing with right now. Now, we're not getting 100 miles an hour here. We haven't even gusted to hurricane force, but we're definitely up there into the tropical storm with some higher gusts. All right, so that's an absolute given from what we got into here. And of course, the wave action behind me here is absolutely tremendous. The other thing too, this eye is about 55 miles wide. So when you look at the size of this thing, there's no question we're going to get in it. I was just looking at the radar. It's coming right at us. If you were to just take where we're at right now, can you give an approximation of... Now that's a good gust. Here's the deal. Power outages are mounting now. I think we're up over 17,000 statewide. Parishes like Ascension, you've got Iberia, you've got Plaquemines, you've got Jefferson Parish as well. All these southern parishes over toward Lafayette as well are starting to see power outages as the wind and the rain goes up. Our rainfall rate's about 1.5 inches an hour. Pretty hard to measure it when it's coming down horizontal, and it stings, I can tell you that. All right, guys, in the northern eye wall of Francine now, and it looks like, from where we are in Morgan City, okay, which is down here on Lake Couloir, it certainly looks like we are going to get into some semblance of this eye. But the big question is when. We've kind of gone through a good bit of the teeth here. We've been seeing gusts in the 60s. I don't think we've gusted to hurricane force, but again, remember, I'm only 1 point, in Morgan City. And there's other areas that are certainly dealing with the convective elements and, some of the towers that are associated within this eye. Now, there's another gust of 60 right there. That's a big gust. Still dealing with this eye wall here. Winds have been sustained 40, 50 miles per hour at times, and certainly gusts that have been over 60. And that is taking its toll on St. Mary's Parish, on Ascension Parish, on Iberia. We also got horrific rainfall rates here, where we're talking about 1 to 2 inches an hour. We are into the teeth of Francine, and even as a, Category 2 hurricane, one, and a northern eye wall that's been void of at least hurricane force gusts here, or they've been, very few and far between. We'll take a break. we'll be happy to have that for you. Legs are getting a good workout here as we have to stand on edge and just kind of hold ourselves. We got a landfall. Terrebonne Parish is where it is. Power outage is obviously preceding that. They went through the northern eye wall, and now they're into that center. So they're past the center in Terrebonne Parish. Heavy rain, wind, we're in the northern eye wall of this thing, and power outages continue to mount from Terrebonne Parish up through St. Mary, and continuing on to... Wow! Gosh. All right, guys, as evidenced by the shot here, we're certainly not in the eye, and we're still getting gusts over 55 miles an hour. I mean, look at this. This is bad enough, right? Because we're right on the water. All right? We're right on Lake Couloir. So there's nothing to block this wind. We're taking the full force of it as we're sitting still in this northern eye wall. We're at an area where the water gets pumped out and in and then transfers to the Gulf of Mexico, and so everything's working just fine. We scouted this location. We understood that it would not flood. The water has come up from time to time, mostly from the rain. I mean, there's just nothing. It's still dark. We're still getting these pounding rains with winds gusting over 45 miles an hour. The worst thing about this is it's stinging. I don't know if the right side of my face is going to be completely numb tomorrow, but if it's anything like it is right now, it will be. We are still taking the northern circulation center of this thing, and that last round of wind between when I left you guys here and come back has pushed water from the lake up into this parking lot. But you see, it's not covering it completely, but here come the waves. I mean, they're just pushing it right up on shore. The water's starting to come up in front, so what we're going to do is we're going to come out of this and get you another area to broadcast from, all right? Because the last thing I'm going to do is put us in the surge. There's just so much water coming down, and there's so much water on Morgan City that's trying to get out. We got to give you guys an update. I mean, if you saw what we had here, this whole area was full. It was completely covered with water, and I've been having our security guard, Justin, driving around and keeping an eye on things. Literally, as we were leaving, getting to another location, we got this wonderful break in the rain, and we just didn't like the shock. So we came back. The water had already, look at it, I mean, you can see it here. It had already come down enough so that we brought ourselves back in. And our contemporary coverage of Francine here, guys, continues from Morgan City, where we have not gotten out of this eye wall at all. We've seen the winds come down, okay? You know, we're not getting these, you know, near 70-mile-an-hour gusts anymore. I could pretty much stand up at times, but when they come, they still gust, you know, over 50 miles per hour. So we're still getting hammered out and through here. No question about it. The rain has been absolutely relentless. We're still under a flood warning in through here, and now starting to see even some damage up close to Pattrn Rouge. But it has calmed down a little bit. But at times, it starts picking up again. You get a gust, you think you're fine, you get knocked off your feet. I want Brad to pan around here because you guys know where we are. First of all, that is the first little bit of brightness that I've seen in the sky. You guys see this? You see the brightness up there? So that's looking due south. So that's where the center is. We're not in that. We're still up into the rain. But that's, you know, as the sun angle goes down, you can, you know, get some of these, you know, really unique colors. I'll keep an eye on that for you, but that is the best brightness that we've had so far as the sun goes down. And our continuing coverage of Francine here from Morgan City, really never getting out of the center of circulation with this. We went through the northern eye, and now we're going to go through the western eye, so things are going to go downhill again here. A lot of power is out. I mean, I cannot see any light at all. Okay, I mean, I look a little bit. I mean, the visibility's not great either, but I can't even see a glimmer of light. The only light I can see, actually, is in this southern sky here, as, you know, you're getting a different sun angle as the sun goes down. So, I mean, look at the hue there that we're getting tonight. Really wild, huh?